2017. I was only in YouTube less than a year, and I made a video. I said about when times get bad. I shared with everyone about my pantry. What has changed and what has stayed the same? I hope you stay tuned to watch because I have some things that I want to share with you.
I'm going to get straight to the point. First, I would like you to get a notebook and a pen out. I'll wait. Okay, you have a notebook and pen. I'm going to ask you a few questions, and I want you to honestly write the answers down. Number 1, do you have car insurance? Number 2, do you have house insurance? Like if there would be a fire? And number 3, do you have health insurance? Number 4, do you have food insurance? Number 1 is pretty easy. Everyone has to have a certain amount of insurance because it's the law. Number 2 is just practical. Most people who own a home or even rent have some form of insurance. Number 3, a lot of people have health insurance, but there are some that don't. Number 4, how many have food insurance? Food insurance? Tessie, what are you talking about? This is my dire warning. You are not going to see many videos of mine that are politically oriented. Though I do have some political opinions, I never state them on my Facebook page or my YouTube, simply because that's not what I'm about. But this will have a little bit of a political background to it, and I'm sure right now I've lost half of my listeners. But that's okay. I'm here to speak to just the one that's willing to listen. I don't know about you, but I stopped watching mainstream media about 6 months ago, and I get all of my news online, Christian news. There is a lot of civil unrest in this day and age. There's a lot of unrest, period. And that brings me to food storage. I am hearing lately many excuses as why nobody has food storage. And I will list some of them excuses now. One is, oh, Tessie, we have no room for it. The other one is, Tessie, it's so expensive. Who's got the money for that? And number 3 is, I don't have a homestead. I'm sorry. I don't have a lot of acreage, so I can't plant anything. I'm going to debunk these 3 excuses right here and right now. Number 1, expense. Food storage is extremely inexpensive if you choose to go that route. Well, sure, you can buy all those ready-made meals that are very expensive, but with a little work, you can have meals very cheap. And I'm going to talk to especially the senior citizens right now. I understand that you're on a budget and money is very tight, but I am going to show you today how you can start a food storage plan with only $1 a week. Yes, you heard me, $1 a week. And I'm going to show you. If you have a Family Dollar, a Dollar General, or, a better yet, a Dollar Tree, you can find food storage ideas for $1 a week. Better yet, if you could do $5 a week, the more the better. And I really, really want to urge you to start planning now. The Linton's rice. These go from anywhere from 88 cents to $1 a pack. I have never seen them over $1 a pack. You can have them in many varieties. In fact, I think there's over 30 varieties. Buy a few of these each week and put in a plastic tub. Dried beans. Dried beans are always $1 a pack at my local Family Dollar and Dollar General and Dollar Tree. Some places may be $1.27 to $1.37. You can get all kinds of beans at this price. Another kind of rice mix and all kinds of beans. Noodles. Many times at your local grocery store you will see noodles on sale. Stock up. Better yet, stock up on the noodles that are the pre-boiled kind that doesn't take a lot of water. You will find them in your pasta aisle. Number 2, no room. That's an excuse. Anybody has room. I live in a very small home and I find room to put my food. You can put it under a bed. You can put it into a closet. You can put it behind a sofa. You can put it anywhere. You can put it right out in the open and put a cover over it and put something on top to hide it. There are many places. You just have to get really creative. And the other thing is, where there's a will, there's a way. If this is something that is something you want to do, you will make the time and you will make the resources available to do it. There are many, many, many ways that you can do food storage. And the other one is, I live in an apartment and I don't have any room to grow my own. There is all kinds of local markets. Go in season and buy when it's cheap. You don't have to grow your own food and have the food storage. I would stock up on some powdered milk, flour, sugar, all the staples that you can find. Do small amounts. A 2-pound bag of flour. Put it away. There are a lot of things going on right now in the United States that you are not hearing unless you are listening to alternative news. Because the mainstream media are not going to tell you exactly what's going on. I will not be posting any more dire warnings like this because I am not a doomsday prepper. I am a homesteader, but as you can see, I prep too. This has become a way of life for me. And I hope that this will become a way of life for you too. Small steps. It's not going to happen overnight. But I encourage you, take a few dollars each week and buy something. And do something. Be proactive in your life. We are watching so much about the California dam that they are afraid would break or go over the dam. But did you know for years there was problems, but they did not face those problems until now? We criticize them and sit back and say, oh my word, if I was in charge, I would have done this and that. But we're hypocrites if we're not doing anything for our food storage. Because if we see things are happening and we're not doing anything about it, what's going to happen one day when civil unrest breaks out in your town? Do you want to drive to the Walmart and get some last-minute food when there's 100,000 people there? I don't think so. The number one thing with food storage is water. Please provide some water for yourself. You can save soda bottles. You can save anything to put your water in. But please save some water. In the long run, if nothing ever happens in your lifetime, then you can say, well, at least I was prepared. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.
These are trying times, and so I'm stretching my chicken feed by using some of this corn. You don't think about things until times change. You don't think about things until things like this happens to all of us. We generally aren't given a warning, now are we? And that's what I said back in 2017. 2017 is when I really started storing food. I took you on my journey these last couple years. I shared with you all kinds of things that I learned through these years. But sharing with you my video in the beginning of it all in 2017 and my whole journey of storing food and food storage and learning how to preserve things, that has been such an amazing journey that I've been on. I never dreamed that it would happen like it did. But back in 2017, I predicted when times would get bad. We never know what makes our times go bad. And I never dreamed that this would be happening today in 2020. But back then, I had the hindsight to realize that, you know what? We better start preparing. On my channel, almost every single week, I've had a video telling people to prepare. Sometimes it got very frustrating. Sometimes I became very discouraged. Back in 2017, I was ridiculed a lot for my videos. Oh, the words and the things that people said to me. The things they said about me storing food and my weight and all of that. It's silent these days. I don't have the tormentors coming on my channel when I talk about food storage. It seems like maybe they're understanding a little bit. Sometimes you feel like when you want to share stuff about your life, it goes on deaf ears. But there was a whole bunch of you who have been following me and doing the things that I've been doing. And this is what makes my heart so glad, because that is what my channel is about. My channel is about sharing with you my life circumstances. That has really blessed my heart. And I just thank you so much for taking the time to listen to what I have to say and to have an understanding and to heed my warnings in life. Those of you who have followed me and have been doing the things that I'm doing are sitting in a different situation now than what they were. Many of you have emailed me. A lot of you weren't confident enough to send a comment, but yet in private you emailed me and you let me know, Tessie, I've been doing some of the things that you're doing and I have a storage now. You know, we don't know what this is going to foresee. We don't know what's going to happen here, but you know, life will probably get back to normal and I'll be making my videos on food storage, and then once again I will be made fun of. That's how it is in life. When there is a tragedy or there's something that goes on in the world, everybody bands together and they talk about it and it's the big thing, but then after a while it's totally forgotten about. Everybody goes about their merry way, and what lessons have we learned from it? Well, I can tell you one thing. My channel's never going to change. I'm going to still talk about food storage. I'm still going to talk about canning and freezing and dehydrating. I'm still going to talk about stretching that dollar. I'm going to talk about all these things, whether they're popular or not. This isn't I told you so video. It's not that at all. I actually had a comment on this video from 2017 and I didn't even think about the video up until I saw the comment. Watching it was like, wow. Like, I really got to share this with all of you because so many videos of mine get pushed back and people never see them. You know, when you have 1,500 videos, that's a lot of videos. And I wanted to highlight this one and tell you, well, my predictions came true. I mean, I didn't predict exactly what would happen. Nobody can predict that, but I did predict that something will happen eventually. Will this be the one and only time? Probably not. And so we need to learn from things. And so what did I learn by all of this? I am a prepper, but I'm not a prepper. I learned that. I learned that as far as food, I'm a prepper. I get an A+ rating for being a prepper with food. With water, I would say I get a C. And I would get an F if I was saying I was prepping in non-food items. I am not very good at that. But then again, I am one of them people that are very resourceful. I have nothing wrong with cutting up rags and using that as toilet paper if we didn't have any. You know, for me, going out and getting some herbs and putting them on a cut and using that instead of a Band-Aid, that's something that I'm really good at. So I don't really store anything that's non-food other than herbs and things like that. And preppers, they will store a lot of medications, they will store a lot of bandages and things like that. I don't really do that because I like to learn the old school way of doing things. And I've had so many videos on what herbs you could use this and what herbs you could use that. So earlier I had a video and I really don't know how I want to say it because I don't want to get in trouble again, but I had a video out just sharing with all of you how you can make an herbal something. Well, I could not upload that video for nothing if I mentioned the words. So finally I just have it titled Homestead Tessie, Mobile Home Living. I'm going to share that video at the end of this video because in that video I share with you how to make something. What is this world coming to? Oh my word, people. What is this world coming to? I never dreamed I was saying something that I shouldn't be saying, but I was not allowed to upload that video unless I changed something. And I wasn't even talking about the you-know-what that's going on right now. This was talking about an herbal thing that you can make. I don't know. But I'll share that video at the end of this one because that video won't be viewed very high because I wasn't able to say what the video was about. I see more first-hand experiences about things that are happening in our world than what people that would just view videos would see because I'm on the front lines, and when you make videos, there's a lot of things that go behind the scenes, and there's a lot of things that you're unable to share. We'll just say that way. So I hope you take some more of your life in your own hands and you be proactive about things in your life. I hope that somehow you continue to watch these videos even when things get back to normal. I hope you still watch, the food storage, because you never know what tomorrow will bring. What is normal? Is our normal the same normal it was a year ago? I don't know what normal is anymore. But I know that I have a voice, I have a camera, and I have a channel, and I want to share with you things that you can do in tangible ways to make your life better. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.